What's going on, welcome to PvP Legacy. Have you ever heard of the YouTube Playables? Now, the YouTube Playables is a section of YouTube where you can play mobile games. But I'm not sure why you would want to, because all of them are really bad. Like, extremely bad. Like, I wouldn't even download these games on my phone if it was the last thing on earth to do bad. Alright, these mobile games sucked. And I've actually played a couple of them. In fact, it was like my original idea for this video where I was just gonna play the YouTube playables for the video. But then as I was doing my outro, I forgot to record, so I just did all of that without recording, so I probably just sound like an absolute maniac just yapping into my microphone, which I probably sound like regardless, but still, I just completely just went like 20 minutes of just suffering, playing the YouTube playables, and just didn't record any of it, and I'm upset about it. I'm extremely salty because I was very enthusiastic. All right, let me say that again. I was very enthusiastic about playing the YouTube playable. If you couldn't tell, I'm being very sarcastic because those playables sucked. All right, they were not good at all. You know, I never thought that would actually ever happen to me where I just forget to record a video or I just don't press the record button. Because I've seen instances, or I guess what I haven't seen, but I've, other content creators be like, oh, I've tried to record a video but then wasn't able to because I forgot to press record. Oh, this sad sob story. Oh, it's so depressing. Oh, God. Yeah, I never thought once that would ever actually happen to me, but it did. It did happen to me, and I'm upset about it because again, it would have been really like it was like kind of like satire, but not really because I mean, again, the YouTube playables weren't good. Don't do this to me. Oh, I survived. I survived. Barely. But yeah, the YouTube playables were not very good. And not all of them were bad, to be honest. Some of them were okay, better than others. But a lot of them were just like really crappy, like mobile game like scams that you would typically see. I don't care if you win AFK. I don't care. I don't care. I'll use any trick. I don't care if it's dishonorable. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the playables. So yeah, not all of them are garbage. Some of them were worse than others. They had some classics in there, like they had the classic billiards. They had whatchamacallit, they had Cut the Rope in there. They had like Tomb of the Mask. That was in there. I only like ever played it once, so oh, I died. Oh well. But yeah, I've only ever played that game like once or twice. I don't know. I didn't really leave much of an impression, but there's some games you'll probably recognize. There's an Angry Birds PvP in there that was kind of cool, I guess you could say. I wouldn't call it anything like spectacular. And I'm dead again. RIP. The Angry Birds PvP wasn't like... It's not like the racing Angry Birds that like you may be kind of familiar with when it comes to like PvP for Angry Birds. It was more of just like you have to take out your color of pigs while your opponent has to take out your, or I guess their color of pigs, right? But honestly, I'm certain that like literally none of those people were real whatsoever. Like, I don't think anyone of those people that I ever fought against were real, but it doesn't matter because I went 4-1 anyway, alright? I was actually slaying, alright? I was slaying on the Angry Birds battlefield. No one could contest me until Blake came along, right? Blake. Me and the homies hate Blake, right? He came out of nowhere, ruined the win streak on the Angry Birds PvP. How dare he? How absolutely dare he ruin the win streak? Oh, I hate Blake. There's this spaceship one where you had to control a spaceship to defeat a bunch of enemies. It was kind of reminded me of like the old like Centipede arcade game. It's kind of something like that where there's lines of enemies just kind of just showed up out of nowhere, and then you just sat back and blasted them. It was kind of interesting, I guess. You got like power-ups from them, I guess, after you killed enough of them, I think, or it was random for it to get like ammo like increase, like it shoots faster or does more damage. At some other times you get like this power up that changes your ship color and your ship model. So you went from like green to blue, and like the bullets would change, and then you got like the legendary, red ship. Ooh, it was all right. I can definitely see myself playing that on a, I wouldn't say regular basis, but every now and again I could probably kick back, boot up the space game, and just start beating up all of these like enemies. Another one that caught my eye was this dinosaur merging kind of simulator where you just merged like people and dinosaurs, and then they would just upgrade into like the next level ahead of that. So you'd have to do this to, beat your enemies. It was kind of interesting because you'd get like I don't know, some like really small dinosaur turning into like a rhinoceros or something. A rhinoceros? Do I even know my dinosaurs? A triceratops. Why did I say whatever? Listen, it's early in the morning for me. All right, my brain don't work right now. So yeah, you get like a really small dinosaur into a triceratops. You'd take the triceratops, smash two of them together, and believe it or not, you don't get a baby triceratops. No, in fact, you get an ankle-biter-asaurus, or an ankylosaurus for those who want the actual name. I just call them the ankle-biter-asaurus because they're smaller, or at least their models are smaller than the other dinosaurs, and they just kind of bite your ankles. And when it came to merging the humans, you'd get like a regular guy with a bow. You'd merge two of them together, and then surprisingly, you don't get a baby because both of the arrow men were, well, men. Hey, it's 2024, Who knows what could happen, but unfortunately, a child did not pop out. In fact, a hunter popped out. They just became one. They just fusion formed together, became a hunter, and then if you fusion form two hunters together, you get Brutus. Don't ask me. Don't ask me why. I'm not quite sure either. And then if you put two Brutuses together, or as I call them, the Brudi, you get like some guy named like Loax or whatever. I don't know. I don't really remember his name. He wasn't very impactful to me, but he did a lot of damage. So I guess that's pretty important. I guess. Who knows? If you put two Loax guys, whatever the guy's name was, you put two of them together, you get a mage, and then you put two mages together, you get a warlock. Ooh, yeah, man, warlock. Start shooting magical fireballs at my enemy. These dinosaurs don't know Harry Potter tech. My warlock was straight out of the Isekai realms. Go ahead and get out of here. Cool. God, I hate shield PvP. Thank you for leaving. That was cringe. Hey, you can just merge a bunch of guys together. It was pretty cool. Another pretty fun little mini game, I guess, that I played was this like color matching game where you kind of have to make the colors match the item on your screen. For example, if it was an orange or an avocado, I'm losing this fight because I don't have the opportunity to jump. I'm having fun. But yeah, you have to like match the colors. It was pretty interesting. I kind of made some questionable decisions on my color choices, but I got like pretty high percentages on, you know, the orange and avocado. But when it came to the cherry, I was an absolute god. All right, I'm a god of color theory because I made that cherry perfect, the perfect cherry color. And after that, I left it because, I mean, hey, gotta end on a high note, you know. Gotta end on a high note. What was that? My audio like disappeared for a second. Nope. Nope. I win. I win. Me. I'm trying to think of like any other games that like stood out prominently to me. I can't think of any. What are you doing, sir? Alright, that was a very interesting decision by you, and I don't know why you have... Where... Alright, this guy's making some very questionable decisions. I'm gonna kind of just let him be. But there was this other game where you just swiped and it like fill in some colors for you. I got a cool little ball where it's like a smiley face. Kind of sweet, I guess. Run out of mouse space again. This guy is really playing for that W right now, isn't he? Can you stop backstepping? Like, he just... He's constantly backstepping. Every time he gets close to me, he backs off. Look at him, he's just... What are you afraid of? Come here. Come on. Miss. Well, I mean, I'm doing... I win. You are nothing without your shield. Get bested, nerd. Anyway, that's gonna do it for another episode of PvP Leagues. Hope you guys did enjoy. Didn't really have a whole lot to talk about these YouTube playables. There's not a whole lot to talk about because of just how bad they are. Like they're like a lot of them are just like really crappy mobile games. Some of them are classics like the billiards and cut the rope and some other ones in there. I'm pretty sure like they have like a Wordle in there. I didn't try because it's a Wordle. I don't know. If you want to try them, go for it. I don't recommend it all. But anyway, hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.